Hey everybody, Dean here with BodyFit. I've got another tip or trick video for you. I'm going to try my darndest not to yawn in this video. A little bit wiped out. I've got a midterm coming up. But we're going to keep the energy level high, and we're going to keep educating you guys. So I'm going to use myself as a case in point on this video, and kind of give you not only the tip or trick, but I'm going to apply it to myself. And it's stemming from some changes that I'm doing right now with my own program design. So first of all, the change, I'm going to stand up. The change that I'm implementing in my own program design is stemming from some changes that I'm actually doing. I'm not only trying to promote physical changes, but I'm also promoting some changes in activities that I'm doing. So for me, I've been an avid weightlifter for over a decade. I've competed in bodybuilding many times, and that's always been my forte. Um, I've I haven't. Part of my change is I have not lifted a weight in over 30 days. Those of you that are my friends that are watching, this is probably a shock to you because I've lifted for over a decade consistently, and now here I am. I haven't lifted in over 30 days. So then the question is why? So let's get into that. I've decided that I wanted a little bit of a change. I wanted to get into something else. And that something else, I've always dabbled or done martial arts on and off my whole life. And I was blessed enough to, when I made this decision, end up in my opinion, one of the best places I could be in the state of Michigan. And that's over at Kaizen with the guys over there. Ryan, the guy's super talented, super humble, and he does amazing things. So I'm lucky enough to be there, and through going there and spending a little bit of time, I really got involved, and I've dedicated myself to the decision that I'm gonna see what I'm capable of in that sport, and that's probably the athlete in me coming out. But nevertheless, I feel that I have some potential, and I want to see what it is. I want to see what I can do. So with making that decision, looking at it as a whole picture, I had to look at my physical body type and what did not lend itself to that sport. So when I got there, I was very heavy. I was probably 220, and the last time I was on a mat, I was probably 170. So I was 50 pounds heavier, very inflexible, very bulky, which is fine for bodybuilding, but it's not for jiu-jitsu. So I had to make some changes. So luckily enough, I was big enough to where I could say, you know what, I can step away from the weights for a little while. I can step into this, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm essentially going to be monitoring my strength levels. So as I have stepped outside the gym, Jiu-Jitsu has done an amazing job for my flexibility. It's done an amazing job for getting me leaner, but I have to monitor my strength levels because I think it's safe to say I'll always be a strong guy, but I really enjoy being a really strong guy. So that said, I have to monitor that because what will happen, and it's indefinitely going to happen. So I have to monitor it. If I step completely away from the gym forever, or not the gym, from weights forever, from lifting, um, I will eventually at some point run into the fact that I will lose strength. I will lose the body type I have now, the muscularity I have now. That will go. Okay. Now, jiu-jitsu might sustain some level of strength. I would probably maintain an athletic look, but I still want to be somewhat decently sized as far as my muscles. I still want to be really strong. So for my own program design, I have to be careful. I have to make sure that at some point I'm stepping back into the gym when I need to go that route. I have to find that balance. So, you have to be careful when you're doing your own program design, and this is the tip or trick. Don't be 100% involved in only things that you're comfortable with doing or that you enjoy doing. I mean, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is what I love to do right now. I mean, if I could do it 7 days a week, I would. But I also have to have in the back of my head that even though I might not like lifting as much as Jiu-Jitsu, if I want to keep that strength, it has to be part of my program. It has to. And so that's some of the discussions I have with my members and my one-on-one clients. It's well, I don't want to do that because I don't like to do it. I like to do this stuff over here. But the discussion goes, this stuff over here is not going to get you where you want to be over on this side, okay? This stuff over here has gotten you where you're at right now, which is sitting in front of me. So you have to be willing to be open-minded. You have to be willing to understand that everything you do is just going to promote a very simple change in your body. Okay, cause and effect. So if the things you're doing now have not given you the body that you're looking for, it's not because you're a genetic disposition. It's not because you can't achieve those things. It's because more than likely the things you're doing are asking your body or promoting a change that you're not looking for. So all we have to do, or all my job is to do, is to step in and say, hey, if you do A, B, and C, it's going to get you over here. And it's really that simple. So that's why I do the consults. That's why all this stuff is, free of charge. It's again, it's all for you. It's so that I can kind of steer you in the right direction. And again, if it's something that involves an activity outside of body fit, I might do it. Me, case in point, I found that in order to get my flexibility, I didn't want to do a yoga thing. If I can get flexibility from doing something I love like jujitsu, by all means, that's where I'm going to tell you to go, or that's where I would tell myself to go. But nevertheless, it's finding that balance. It's understanding that I have to have all the pieces of the puzzle. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Again, if you like these videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have questions, concerns, comments, want to sit down with me, Dean at bodyfitmi.com. You can call us direct at BodyFit, and we'll get you scheduled for a consult. So, and then I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the weather, and I'll see you soon.